Hello, everyone. How are you?
Hello.
This is our first stream, and all number of things could go wrong. We're running a lot of things here. We've got Andrew joining us from Australia,
Hey.
and I'm here in San Francisco. Andrew needs to mute his mute his stream. um, so yeah, I guess a bit of an introduction. If you don't know me, I'm a programmer working at Google. I mostly work on the Google Cloud platform, and I primarily code in Go. And I used to work with Andrew a while ago.
Yeah, and for those who don't know me, I used to work on the Go project for many years and record a lot of talks and wrote a lot of articles, so you may have seen some of those. And I currently still work at Google working on Go-related things, but not, well, I write in Go, but not on Go.
Yeah, and we just thought it would be fun to come on and do a bit of programming, I don't know, show you how we build things. We haven't really got much of a plan, so it's going to be pretty ad hoc. And hopefully all of you in the chat can give us some suggestions on what to build. But yeah, we'll have a chat about what we're going to build. We've got
And
a
find
few
some
ideas.
bugs as well, point out our mistakes. Be helpful.
Yeah, there's a pretty high chance we're gonna be struggling here. So maybe first of all, I just want to give a thanks to let's go over here to the desktop stream. Oh, that chat is not. I just wanted to give a thanks to everyone who's already followed. Pretty unexpected. There's about 25 of you, so thanks to everyone here. A couple of my coworkers here who also do live coding on Twitch, which is pretty awesome. They've definitely inspired me. And we've got a few of you in the chat I see already. Thanks, Dave Simons, for following. Thanks, Dimitri Sherkall, for following. This is great. Oh, and a bunch of people that... Oh, there's my brother. Okay. I think it's a bit late. He's in Europe, so it's pretty late over there. But yeah, thanks. Hope to make this a regular thing, but we'll see how it goes today. If it's a complete garbage fire, then we might have to put it on hold. But it seems to be going well so far.
It could be a really good type of garbage fire, though, in which case we'll keep embarrassing ourselves for your enjoyment.
Yeah, no, that is a good garbage fire, definitely. We're expecting a few things to go wrong, but hopefully not with the stream. So maybe, do you want to first talk about Go's new brand? I don't know how many of you saw this blog post today.
Yeah, sure. Let's have a look.
Yeah, so there's a new look for Go. And I guess we can see the old look if we go look at the homepage. Actually, I think Andrew designed this homepage a number of years ago.
Yeah, a very long time ago now. But does it even have the logo on it? I don't think it does.
I don't know. What is the logo?
It's the Go with the swooshes from it.
Oh yeah, I guess we should talk about that. That's sort of the T-shirt I'm wearing. I think is was kind of an inspiration for the new logo.
Right.
But
well,
yeah,
the shirt you're wearing is Renee's original Gopher drawing and the original logo. You can see the logo on the right and the Gopher on the left. And they're both pencil sketches, which I kind of like. But the new logo is very very derived from that, which I like. I like that it stays true to the origins.
Yeah, I wasn't even aware that this was considered the logo at one point. But yeah, it was certainly the closest thing that we found to a logo. So I really like that. So this is the new one for people who haven't seen it. I really like that it references this drawing because it's one of my personal favorites. And I suppose it just looks a bit more slick in this form.
So what do you think? What do you think about this? I mean, my initial reaction is that it's very, it's a very much like you'd ask a design company to modernize your logo, and this is how it comes out, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's. I mean, I think just the fact of introducing a logo I think it sort of signifies or communicates that this is something serious, and we really want people running big things, and people are running big things, and I think building a brand and everything around that is sort of part of that.
Well, I like that they've made one of those brand book kind of things. If you scroll down a little bit, there's a picture of one.
Oh, this video is great too.
Yeah, you can get a PDF with there it is, and it has the whole brand identity mapped out. The colors. I'm not sure about the colors. I mean, obviously, it's a very subjective thing, but I don't know. I think they made some decent choices.
Yeah. So Dave says it feels a bit staid to me, and yeah, that seems to be a common reaction. But I think we don't want it to be too outrageous, or I mean, Go is a playful language, but it's not a joke, right?
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, this tends to happen when people move from grassroots open source to things becoming more serious. Like if you look at the old Python logo, you can see I really liked the old Python logo, and I think that bring it up.
And thanks Waprinio for following. That's my colleague. Oh, this one? That's my colleague Bill. Thanks
not the snake. The third one across on the top is the old.
This one here?
Light logo. Yeah.
Right. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like it.
I actually much prefer it to the logo with the snakes, because I don't know, it's just a bit boring, isn't it, compared to the dots? But I think that my aesthetic is like old school, so that's why it appeals to me.
Yeah.
But you can see why.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, let's check out the brand book. The brand book's pretty cool. It's got a lot of, it sort of really communicates the ideals behind the project too. So I really like this values page. And these really sort of ended up in the logo, I think, right? The logo's, I don't know, I would say the logo's efficient and thoughtful and simple.
Yeah, friendly, I would raise a question mark, but I think maybe the color schemes make it friendly.
Right. Yeah, so check out the brand book. It's a pretty interesting read.
It also has Renee's splendid model sheet for the gopher in there as well.
Oh,
which
sweet.
is very cute. Very cute.
Yeah, that is okay. Let's go into that, because I think there were some comments about, oh, where's the gopher? Why isn't it included? And I think the answer to that really is that there are so many different gophers out there, and you should choose the one that you like the most for that, for your context. So yeah, I think having a gopher in the logo would kind of limit the creativity people have. Like I don't think there should be the gopher illustration. There are so many great ones out there. Where's the?
I like they recommend the use of the Go font. For Go source code.
So yeah, here's the model sheet. If you haven't seen it, it's awesome.
I love the emotions are shown using eye shape. It's very subtle. It's hard to do well. I like it.
Oh, we've got another couple followers. Thanks for following Angster and Fiznab. I don't know if these alerts are coming up. They should be coming up, but I'll try to call them out. Really appreciate you coming in. Yeah, I really like this the belly fold guy down here. It's so great. Yeah, Dave says.
And I don't think that
belly flesh is my favorite word. Yes.
So the gopher's there, and I like that they emphasize the Renee's canonical rendering approach, which is very nice.
Yeah. Angster says the alerts are coming up. Did you guys get a ding, an audio thing saying that they're coming up? Maybe I just can't hear that. All right, let's have a look at the presentation. Oh, this is cool. Look, Cassandra's in that. That's great. Yeah. Yeah, these are really nice. I have not seen these before, but yeah, these look great. I think I saw a comment about getting this into a theme for present. I think if someone can do that, that would be amazing. Present doesn't really have these big splash slides. It's not really a present. It's not really the aesthetic of present.
Right.
But yeah, great. I don't know. I like it. All right.
Fiznab is asking me about Upspin, and maybe we should talk about Upspin in another show. But I think I haven't seen any sort of new people using Upspin, projects that use Upspin recently. The exp repo in the Upspin the Upspin repositories, GitHub upspin/exp, has some stuff that I wrote and some other people wrote. But yeah, we've just been a bit busy with other things to really focus on Upspin lately, unfortunately. But should we talk about what we want to write today? What we want to do?
Yeah, let's do that. So we had a bit of an idea to build a Twitch bot. I was talking to a couple people on another programming stream. They were building a Twitch bot in .NET, and I thought that might be a fun thing to do too. And then Andrew and I got talking, and I don't know, there are a lot of bots out there that do the same thing. Maybe you like add a quote, or it does some sort of moderation or something like that. But maybe we can do something a little more fun.
One of the things we were thinking about was having Twitch play Zork. So we hook a Z machine interpreter up to the Twitch robot API. I think that could be fun.
Should we talk about Zork a little bit? I think some people might not be familiar with it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it was the original, but if not, it was one of the original text adventure games. And most notable, actually, from a developer perspective, is they actually built to make it work on this tiny platforms that it ran on. They actually built a little, a thing called the Z machine interpreter. It's a little virtual machine which runs the Zork world. Yeah, it would have been the original because it was originally on a PDP-10, as this page says.
Yeah, it says it's one of the earliest. And I knew you could build your own adventures, but I didn't until we talked about it yesterday. I had no idea about the Z machine interpreter. It's super cool. It sounds like it would have been really fun to program back then, but also now, maybe.
Well, obviously it is because one of our colleagues, Ross Light, actually wrote a Z machine interpreter for Go.
Oh,
which is
awesome.
It would be handy for us.
Maybe we should try to find that. A couple more followers. I'm not sure if I got Afraid Duchess and Tony Gita and my colleague Martin Varela. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the follow. Oh, I forgot to say, I was going to call the people that follow the stream cbronies. I don't know how you all feel about that, but tell me how you feel about that. Okay, yeah, let's check out what a Z machine interpreter. I mean, we're going deep into the Zork thing rather than the Twitch chat thing, which I think is good. I think it's a little more fun. So is there something?
We're gonna have to do both. So
yeah. So is there something about a Z machine on this? Okay, here we go. So it would run within a machine known as the Z machine, and we say Z machine, not Z machine, of course. So let's check. Let's just have a look. I don't think we need to know very much about this because we're probably going to be using a package, but it might be cool to look and see what it's all about. Okay, so they usually have. So there's different versions of the Z machine.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Ross's supports version 3 and later, it says.
Okay.
So.
Great.
hopefully whatever Zork we have. It looks like I've got a version of Zork that is a Z5, so it should be fine.
Okay, nice. Well, what do you want to do? Do you want to start with a simple Twitch bot, or do you want to start with the Zork thing, or?
Well, my intuition is starting with Zork won't really leave us anywhere, because the whole trick will be passing the input into the Zork thing and passing the output back.
Right.
So maybe we should get.
Yeah.
Sorry, just to say maybe we should get the Twitch input output going first.
Yeah, that makes sense. Otherwise, we're writing a bunch of text processing stuff for the command line.
Right.
All right. So let's look at the Twitch. I think it's called the Twitch Chat API. It was kind of interesting. I looked a little bit into this the other day, and it seems like you connect over IRC, but there's also some way that seems very undocumented of connecting over WebSockets. I'm not sure why you would want to use WebSockets over IRC. Maybe if you're connecting from the web browser, something like that.
Or you're more likely to be able to traverse difficult networks that have firewall rules and stuff if you have HTTP access only.
Definitely. Kind of all right, so...
But we could worry about this, or we could just use a library that someone's already written, if there are any.
Yeah, okay, let's check that out. There must be. So the best way to find a Go package is to search for Twitch Chat Golang, maybe?
I would go to godoc.org and search. That's usually
okay.
My first
I don't think
call.
I've ever tried that. All right, so you search for Twitch, maybe?
Yeah.
So there's some OAuth things. Maybe if I just search for chat within this page.
Twitch chat?
Okay. Oh, high-level Twitch chat abstraction. That sounds interesting. I'll open this in a background tab. Twitch chat. Twitch chat API. Okay, Twitch chat scraper. Scraper doesn't sound good, but whatever it imports might be interesting.
Yeah, I think the first one might be pretty nice. It's got a...
Oh, so this just speaks IRC directly. Okay, so that's
right.
That's a, even, I mean, we could write the IRC implementation, but I think we want to just get something going. How about this one? So you connect with channels. So there's a channel and a callback. Okay, callback sounds pretty... This is interesting that they provide a callback and a channel, like two ways of doing the same thing.
Mm. Well, it's kind of nice because it depends what your concurrency model looks like on the other side.
Right.
More convenient. I mean, do you want to check out the GitHub page? Maybe there's a README.
All right.
I waggle my finger at the GoDoc not being nice. There's documentation.
Yeah, it's a really interesting thing about the Go ecosystem, I think. GoDoc is really, like, just the consistency of it is really pleasant, I think.
It's great when people do it. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating when you do find most of the docs in a README when it could be in GoDoc.
Okay, so Dave says, oh, okay. We're Go for Stu. Hey, great. Okay, so this has a configuration, nickname, OAuth, and a channel. Okay. We only care about our channel, I think. So we create a new chat and then callbacks API. That seems like the simplest thing. I think that seems pretty good.
Yeah.
So we've got some connected and disconnected ones and a callback for each message. Great.
And then does it have a method or something to post messages? Is that how it works?
Oh, yeah.
That's important.
Yeah. So this chat, new message.
It's a fun.
Oh, that's the callback. Looks like there. what's on this? So new chat. There's no way to send a message.
Do we need to?
Yeah, I think we need to. The Zork state needs to go back into.
But why
into
don't
the
we?
chat.
Why don't we just display the Zork state on the screen,
Oh, that's cool.
like in the stream?
I know OBS has a way to show a text file on the screen, so we could write it to a file, and then OBS would pick it up and show it on the stream.
Oh yeah,
that could work.
That could work. We could also just show a terminal for now until,
yeah,
you know, as a start.
Yeah, perfect. All right, well, let's do that. So Andrew and I have this convoluted setup where we're sharing a TMUX session. So yeah, Andrew's typing now. And we have to make sure we don't type at the same time. Otherwise, I don't know. TMUX seems to blow up when we do that.
Yeah.
Tip/plug. If you want to quickly see the source code of a Go package, replace godoc.org with gotools.org and hit enter. I actually did that today. Thank you for gotools.org, Dimitri. I think that's one of your websites. For those who don't know, Shawcool is a pretty prolific tools person and Gopher just generally, and he's got all these amazing Go tools out there. One of which is gotools.org, which is almost strictly better than godoc.org, but yeah. We could use Atom with the teletype plugin just in case. Thanks. Maybe we'll give that a try next time. Okay. So what are we doing here? I guess we should probably. So I think. Okay. So this is the Go path. So let's just create a new package. Maybe. Do we want to? What's our path? Let's do this. Twitch Zork. Or do we have a more interesting name for this?
That's fine.
All right.
We can rename it later.
All right. So we're in. I guess we
Look
need
at you with your fancy prompts.
Oh, and I should say that I put the where did I? Oh yeah. So I've got an OAuth token in this file here. Not going to show it on the screen, although it is on a dedicated bot account, so it doesn't really matter if we leak it, but better not to. So main.go. Oh wow, look at this. So we've already got some code in here. Great. Let's go down to this bottom. I don't know why I can't see the prompt at the bottom. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's weird. Oh, is this a different font size on the bottom? Okay, please excuse this resizing. Also, tell us if the text should be bigger or smaller. It'd be great to get some feedback on that. Okay. So let's go into this. Oh, I haven't saved it yet. Okay. So we can run directly from. Great. Vimgo. Vimgo is great.
Vimgo is great.
Yeah. So I guess we should probably go get this this package. So this is a completely.
Put -v on that. Too late. Oh well, that's nice. So it uses Fluffle's Go IRC library.
Fluffle.
And D. Simon's GoMock. Hey, D. Simons.
Why does it have GoMock?
Tests.
But
Wait, if you need to go get it, it won't fetch test steps, so maybe that's something else.
Yeah, it must be something funny. Oh, it must be one of these other packages, like XNet proxy. Or maybe Fluffle. All right. Anyway, odd. We can go into any number of rabbit holes.
So why don't we load the token from the file first up?
Yeah, okay. So io.RuneReader, is that right? And I suppose it's in home.
Yeah.
Which is what? Home cbro. Dot. Okay, Twitch auth token. And then, do you want to take over, Andrew?
Sure.
Yeah, so we want to read it in, and I padded it with some space just in case I do accidentally print it out. So we probably want to trim space on either side.
Yeah.
And I think this library wants a string at the end of it. So we probably need to convert it to a string.
Well, maybe just when we pass it in.
Yeah.
So I think that
maybe I'll pull up these docs sort of side by side so we can have a look. Okay, actually that GitHub had a good. Okay, so new chat, and then there's a config object. Oh, Andrew already knows it like the back of his hand.
I'm a genius. Just guessing. I have the go doc up here next to me.
Okay.
Is channel like the name of your stream? Is that what that would be?
Yeah, I suppose so. I don't know if it includes a hash or not. I suppose if we follow Dimitri's recommendation and go to gotools.org, then we'll be able to see if it appends or prefixes the hash. Or we could just try it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just try it.
What did you call the bot?
I called it, oh God, I think it's gopher_bot.
I wonder what host we use. What host?
Oh yeah, it does prefix the hash.
Oh, we don't need to, we can do this. Okay.
Or the hashtag, I should say, right?
Okay, yeah.
What did you just do? A new configuration. Okay.
Yeah, there's a method which doesn't take a host, so I'm guessing it pre-fills with some same default. IRC.twitch.tv or something.
Perfect. And then I suppose we should just echo any chat messages to begin with.
Sure. So that's the configuration. Then we need to actually. I'm just going to copy and paste this example in here because.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just realized my. Oh, OBS is doing a nice thing where I've got this window over your face and it's still streaming you. That's cool. All right. Really only interesting to me. Not enough documentation for this library. Yeah, I would tend to agree. Also, I would hope that you'd be able to send messages through it. Maybe that's something that we could add to the library and send a pull request upstream.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, Dimitri says, while on GoTools, you can press F to go to symbol. That's cool. I'll give that a try while Andrew is. I don't even know what Andrew's doing over there.
I'm just making this build. What is with the syntax highlighting?
You can turn it off. Is it?
I don't know about this stop channel disconnecting thing, but
yeah, that seems. I would want to reconnect, I think. Maybe we could put all of that in a. What error would be returned from that too? That's interesting.
I'll just remove that for now.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is logging messages. Will this work?
But it looked like connect with callbacks would start a go routine and return immediately. So I think we need an empty select or something at the end.
I see. Okay. All right then.
Maybe next time we could write our own interface for this.
Oh yeah.
Since we didn't really find any package. I mean, we didn't look very much, but we didn't really find a package that we liked very much.
Oh. Okay. Let's see.
So we're just printing messages now? Great. Oh, that's interesting that it just has the message. It doesn't say who sent it either.
Oh. What have I done? Someone type something in chat. Oh, my message appeared. You're right. It doesn't say who sent it.
That's probably good enough for what we're doing.
Yeah.
This is like Twitch plays Zork, so we don't care who's.
Right.
Kunde said something. Hello. This is great already. I think we can end the stream. I think we've made a bot.
Job done. That's Twitch bots, everyone.
I just realized our plan of putting an overlay and writing to a file is kind of problematic because we're both SSH'd into a virtual machine that's in the cloud.
Oh yeah.
But I guess we can just print it out to the terminal and that'll be fine. Maybe we can like clear the screen or something. See you next time.
Yeah, well, I think I think that really what we want is to just show it on the screen, like when they did Twitch plays Pokemon. You know, at least we can start there.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right, so I guess we should try to find a Zork package now that we've accomplished that. All right. So back into Godoc. And I suppose now we just search for Zork.
Yeah, you'll find
Zork
something.
Plugin for cat base.
Try searching for.
I guess we want
this. Isn't good.
Z machine.
Yeah, that might do it.
Go north. 2 stars. Yeah. Oh well, and this has Zombie Zen. So that's Ross Light. So that's a package you were talking about.
Yeah.
And that's so cool. Well, shout out to Ross if you're watching. All right. Oh, this looks good.
Yeah, so I took a little look at this earlier, and again, there's very little documentation, which is a shame. But I found it instructive to look at the go north in the parent directory. There is a main.go that does the command line version.
Oh, if I go into a Bitbucket.
Well, yeah.
So what you mean?
Yeah, that'll do. And that's very instructive in the root of the repo.
Wow, this is so slow. It's like Bitbucket slow because I have pretty fast internet. Okay, here we go. Okay, main.go. Oh, so this is going to be some usage for us.
Right.
Okay, so open story.
So open story gives us a machine, and then you can see on line 36. That's right. Yeah, it calls the machine run method. And so that just runs forever until the game ends. But if you go and look at OpenStory.
Oh, cool. This is, what's open? Oh, OpenStory. I thought you meant that's a website or an open source project. Dave Simons here with a terrible joke. So you can run Go North. Nice.
Hilarious.
All right.
And that's really simple. It just opens the Z machine file and passes it into new machine.
Okay. Nice.
So we basically want that, I think. But then the interesting thing is, look at the second argument to new machine is a terminal UI. So I think this is the interface we have to implement, piping in stuff from chat. You notice it has an input method, which I think, looking at this, it looks like it's the maximum number of input characters, input n. And then there's also the read rune method, which reads a single rune at a time, which is a little awkward for us because obviously Twitch doesn't give us messages a rune at a time.
I suppose we're going to need to wrap our, or I guess we need to plumb our Twitch messages into something that looks like a reader. or I suppose even just something that
a rune reader.
a rune, yeah, a rune reader.
There is an io.RuneReader. I apologize if there's construction noise coming from my mic.
It's not too bad. There is a rune reader.
Yeah.
Oh,
Check it out.
and is that what Go North is expecting? No.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay, so it's not Bitbucket that's slow. It's probably that I'm uploading a ton to Twitch. Rune Reader lyrics on Genius. Along the winding road into the storm, far away from home. Rain washes away the tokens gathered through life, where the snow's covering all around in a silence painted white. Oh, I think my internet. I don't know. I'm looking over here on my other screen, and it looks like it's buffering.
The chat, the stream sort of went bad for me for a minute there.
Okay, all right.
Wow, is your computer overloaded? Is that what's going on?
I think so. There's a lot going on here.
Maybe turn off the screen sharing for me.
Oh no, I think it's okay. I think there was just a glitch with my internet. All right, so there's a rune reader. I've never needed to use this, or it's interesting.
Well, it was one of those things that was in like the buff.io package, and then at some point we decided to make it a canonical interface.
So it returns a rune and its size. Interesting. So that's not exactly what we need, but it looks very similar to this, right?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like chat's reporting lag.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think my CPU is kind of overloaded here. Maybe I'll try closing some of these tabs over here. Probably don't need all of these. Chrome's a bit of a memory hog.
If you turn off the screen sharing so I don't need to see your window in real time.
Okay. Okay, great. Oh, yeah, I can see some buffering over there too. Maybe it's also that I'm streaming the stream from another computer. But that's unlikely. It's probably more like my laptop's overloaded. Oh, someone says I can look at the streaming dashboard to see what's going on. I will do that. Yeah, I think my CPU is just pegged between having video with Andrew and streaming out. Sorry about that, folks.
Oh, it's working so well.
Yeah, well, maybe there's a memory leak somewhere. Maybe output.
Okay.
It would still need to downsize. I don't know if that's good. All right. I think we're back. Thanks for the patience. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Maybe I need a beefier computer. I'm just here on my MacBook. Oh, I see what's happened. The antivirus is running. Oh my god. Yeah, you can see this ESETS daemon thing. That's the antivirus. So
Kill it with extreme prejudice.
That's so annoying. How obnoxious. All right. I don't think it lets me. I can just force quit. Great timing, huh? I guess it's probably always running.
There's never a good time for that antivirus to run.
Maybe while the computer's off. I think I might need to sudo kill it.
Dave says to force quit everything matching ESET. Kunda21 says antivirus abusing memory and disk, a story as old as time.
Yeah. All right. Is it dead now? Maybe I just need to like. Wait. I guess we need to. Okay. Let's try something.
Yeah,
like...
this is very much not a PogChamp moment. This is a. I don't know what the right Twitch emote is. Maybe that facepalm one. Failfish.
Is this gonna? This is probably fine, right? Maybe every. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well. All right. I'll run that over there. Okay. Hopefully it's better now. Oh, and I can hear the alerts now. Thanks to whoever just followed. I can't really see it. Oh, thank you, Crast, for following. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the cbroni club. That's what we're calling our loyal followers. Okay, all right. Where were we? So we were
looking at this IO thing.
Okay, so maybe we should write that first because we're not really going to be able to do anything without it, are we? Okay.
Right.
Hopefully the stream is better. If someone could tell us how, if the frame rate looks good, that would be great. Okay. Anyway, so let's. So this compiles. We've got things printing out, and we're going to need to hook this up. So okay. So let's go back over to the Go North documentation. See what this interface looks like. I guess we have an idea by looking at the source, but maybe it's also good to look at the codoc.
Yeah, so
it takes an
I actually think
reader.
that the new machine.
Oh, and a UI. I see. Oh, so the reader is the story. I see.
It's the Zork file, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, let's implement this. I can sort of put this off to the side, and I don't know if you want to code.
Yeah, so I have an idea about this. Basically, if you've got the code open.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I've got it side by side.
So we get these message strings, and we need to basically turn them into sequences of runes. And so one idea is we just have apparently we're glitching again.
Oh no.
I don't really know what to do to stop this.
Oh,
but
yeah, I can see over here.
Like if we had a buffer struct, and it could have some buffer of bytes, and then if you have a method on there which is read rune, and it returns a rune, a length, and an
we've gone to 720p now. Hopefully it's a bit better.
It looks better from here.
Okay. All right.
All right. So yeah, what I was saying is we get messages coming in by writing a string, and then we read them back with read rune. Right. And so this buffer just grows and shrinks like forever. There's the obvious locking problem.
Yeah.
And there's also the blocking problem. So if read rune is called by the Z machine interpreter, then we need to, if there is nothing in the buffer, we need to wait for something to be in the buffer.
Oh, it won't handle that? I guess we don't want to return EOF. It probably doesn't like that, does it?
Right. No, bytes buffer is not concurrent safe at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of have a strategy, which is, you know,
Do you add a mutex in there?
well, we could do okay. So mutex first.
Channel's pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, but we can use the channel for something else. So first of all, we should do that, right? And I'll do that because people will tell me to do it. Defer is good. So now at least these two methods are concurrent safe. But then the blocking thing, what I was thinking is, if we have a channel and we make it a buffered channel with one, then we can, when a new string is written, I don't want to defer this. When a new string is written, we can put in b.message a value. And then here, what do we do? We can say, if the buffer is empty, we should wait for a message. So like,
right.
like that.
Yeah, that looks good. I wonder what Ross's code did, whether he had anything like this, or if there was some way to tell the interpreter that there is a message,
Right. Right. So, well, if I go into the source for go north,
there's a prompt.
I think the debug prompt is a big distraction. It's all about inspecting the Z machine state.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't care about that. So if it's not debugging, then we open, and I'm kind of confused. Oh, everything's inside open story, right? Okay. All right. So there's nothing very special in here. Yeah.
No, but if you go down to the IO thing, we just need to implement.
Right. Yeah.
Basically the same input.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess the machine is always reading in a loop. So if there's nothing to read, then blocking probably makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think that this code will do that. My intuitive sense that it will work.
Yeah, it looks good.
But, we can try it. So first of all, if we create a buffer here, and then when we get a message, and then we need to
probably want another Go routine that's always reading and printing things.
Right. So
I think we have a lot of gophers in the chat, but I don't know if we need to explain what a Go routine is. If you don't know things, maybe just ask in the chat, and we can either explain on stream, or there's a bunch of people who are pretty good at Go in the chat.
Yeah. If there are any questions, please, criticisms, whatever.
Feedback. I was expecting more heckling, to be honest. Okay.
So this is going to print a ton of message. What's the formatting string for a character? Is it percent %C?
Oh, I have no idea.
Usually I just
probably would have just used V.
Not here, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, percent %C. Oh, maybe there's a different one for runes. I think
this is
since
going to be a lot of spam. Maybe we can print it without a new line. Maybe just print,
just use
print.
font.
Yeah, print or printf. Yeah. And then I suppose the Zork interpreter will handle any kind of new lines, probably.
Right. Well, actually, looking at the input method there in his terminal UI, I think we can just copy that. It does the line scanning and everything.
Right.
We just need this terminal UI thing to take our buffer, our read rune reader.
Should we just copy this in entirely?
Yeah. Well, let's see if this works. The one we've got. It's connected.
All right. So now we
Someone
need to say something.
Oh, that worked.
Great. Hey, that's cool. Really nice.
We need to put a line feed on at the end of each message.
Yes. Right.
So that's doable. Like that.
Perfect. Man, this is going to be interesting, sending unfiltered messages right into the into the Zork interpreter. This could be fun. Okay, so it's connected. Try again.
Yeah,
that looks really good.
How's that? Code works first time.
Amazing. All right, so now for the exciting part where we copy and paste all of this other code in here. All right. I'll take over for the copy and pasting.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, we're in paste mode already. That's good.
Yeah, I don't know how it. I don't know.
It's because hang on.
It wasn't no paste, but go fumpt is a beautiful thing. So
try just my keyboard again for a second.
Yep.
There we go.
Okay, so now we have our terminal UI, and we want to replace. I suppose we still need this buffer, and we're going to need to create our Z interpreter. And I suppose that looks. Oh, I guess we also need the game file. Let's copy this open story method too, or function rather. And then we need to find a play file.
Yeah, so I put one in your home directory on this machine.
Oh, sweet. And I think we need to download this. Oh, okay, we do have the package on our Go path. So we shouldn't need to do very much more. Oh yeah, you go.
Let me just have a play. So
drop everything
one thing I noticed
pockets onto
when
the floor.
I saw in this terminal UI method, it's calling in.ReaderRune, and I think that should actually be it should be this, right? That makes sense. It was originally calling a global variable in.
Right. Yeah. Perfect. And we don't even and we can use an interface rather than our concrete type that was just implemented, which is pretty nice.
Yeah. So I didn't need to put stuff after there. That's cute. And I think the same here.
Yeah. Nice. That looks right. Save. Oh, okay. So we can persist things between sessions. Maybe we can do that if we have some time.
I think rather than using this, we should just copy this into the main.
Yeah, I think it's simple enough.
So where are we? Going upstream. So this is all the Twitch. Let's do Zork first. So machine.
I think it returns an error too. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay.
No, it doesn't.
Oh yes, it does. Yeah. So it returns a machine and an error. Presumably, if the game file is malformed, something like that. Andrew frantically using Vim over here. I don't know if the frame rate that we're on can keep up with you.
No. Yeah, my Vim style is just like my Street Fighter style. I just mash the keyboard indiscriminately.
Yeah, I mean, you just input a bunch of keystrokes, and if it compiles, then that's all good. That's how you use Vim, I think. At least that's what I tell people who are new to Vim.
Yeah, how do I learn Vim? Just mash the keypad.
All right, does it compile?
It won't yet. There's a few things. My mental compiler is furiously wearing away.
Hadouken. I'm not sure that is a standard Zork command.
The standard Street Fighter command, though. Okay, so we create our buffer at the top, and then we open startup.
Path. Oh, we need to hard code our home cbro. Yeah. Pixel Culture says, "Morning, Chris. Hey, David. It's been a while since we talked. One of my friends from Perth.
Oh, nice. Hello.
Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being a cbrony.
Do I have the heart to tell them that it's the afternoon where you
are? Yeah. Oh, this might be another reason that my laptop is really struggling. I'm at 5% battery, and I'm plugged in to into power. Oh, okay. I think I know what might be happening. I'm getting power from my new monitor, and that might not be putting out enough power for this stream. So maybe I might try plugging in another power source. You keep going, and I'll get onto this.
All right. So I hope people are following what's going on here. We're starting the Z machine. Load Twitch credentials, and then set up TwitchBot. Register handlers. And wait for everything to stop. And I think we need to run. Uh-oh. My thing resized. That may not have been intentional. We'll see how bad that looks.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's when I plugged the laptop into power, it turned off my display, which is sort of driving everything. But it looks like
looks like
things
bad.
Mostly worked. Okay. Hopefully it gets power from the better source.
So,
all right, where are we at? So we're going to run the Z machine in a Go routine, presumably. Actually, I suppose we don't need to because
no.
Yeah, it's already. We can just run in main.
Yeah, and then
have some good commands over here.
Let's see if it runs. I'm excited.
All right. Terminal UI does not implement north.ui. Input method has a pointer receiver. Okay, so we just need to pass it a pointer instead of right? Line 24.
Right. Right again?
Yeah. Hey, whoa. Hey, look at this, and it's already printed out the introduction to the game. Zork 1, The Great Underground Empire. 1981. That's awesome.
Well, let's try
It's
it.
got a serial number too. That's funny. I wonder what that means.
I just typed open mailbox. It worked.
Awesome.
I think we need to echo the commands back.
Yeah. I said look, and you're standing in an open field west of a white house with a boarded front door. There's a small mailbox here. Cool.
So I think here, when we receive a message, we should print it.
Yeah. Maybe we should print it with some prefix so we know that that's the input.
I think it will go nicely into the because the Z machine is printing the prompt.
Oh yes,
so that'll print it on top of the prompt.
Yeah.
Try again.
Oh, so this actually wouldn't work very well. Just printing it straight into the chat, probably. Or we might need to strip these prompts. Shake doorknob. This is great. All right, so what do we want to do? I really only remember look and go west. Go west, young man. Okay.
I think you need to open the mailbox. Yeah, Dave makes the observation that maybe we should only be capturing messages.
No, I don't think that's very fun.
I was thinking /Zork, something like that.
Yeah, maybe I don't know if does slash mean anything for Twitch? I don't think so. So that sounds good. Maybe just slash without anything else.
So or, something like this.
Yeah, and then trim prefix, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Then we just return. Great.
Something like that.
Yeah, that looks great. Okay.
Apparently, we should be using bang instead of slash.
Thanks, Kunde, for that. Yeah, I wonder if slash is special.
Let's try this again.
Okay. All right, let's play.
All right, finish the game, chat. It's up to you.
Where are we? Okay, so we're standing in an open field west of a white house with a boarded front door. There's a small mailbox. Look, mailbox. All right. I think we might want to... Do we want to open the mailbox? Let's try that. I can share the chat here. Open mailbox. I suppose chat's on screen already. This is redundant.
We got the leaflet.
What's in the leaflet? Are there some coupons? What's in the leaflet in this world? Can we say something like open leaflet? You must tell me how to do that to a leaflet. What is the leaflet?
Can you just read it?
Yeah, okay. Open leaflet. Or read. Okay. Welcome to Zork. Zork is a game of adventure, danger, and low cunning. In it, you will explore some of the most amazing territory ever seen by mortals. No computer should be without one. That's a bit... I thought we were already in the world, and it's explaining the world to us. RIP open leaflet.
I wanted to try and fit this whole buffer thing on the screen.
Oh, it looks like I'm getting power. So I guess that was the trick. Yeah, everything looks much smoother. You can probably turn your webcam on now if you want, Andrew.
Does chat want me to turn my webcam on?
I don't know what state Andrew is in since he turned his webcam off. Open window, okay. There's no window. What if we look around? Z look. I said Z. That's shameful. Okay, we're still in the open field. Shouldn't we go somewhere else? Oh, Dave prefers the bunny. I think there could be a live bunny. Are there any bunnies around?
No, there's no bunnies down here. No bunnies in the office. They're too distracting.
Go south. You're facing the south side of a white house. There is no door here, and all the windows are boarded. Can we open the windows? What if we pry window? I don't know pry. This is pretty cool. Well, I kind of wish that we could print this out into chat rather than just have it show on the screen.
We could do that.
Yeah, should we modify this Twitch library?
I just realized there's a bug.
What's the bug?
Can anyone spot the bug? I wonder if anyone can spot the bug before I point out what it is.
Oh no.
It's
We're all on
subtle.
the spot. Andrew's putting us on the spot.
You can trigger the bug from chat, actually.
Okay, let's have a look here. So I assume it's somewhere around where Andrew has put the code on the screen. So we're writing each of our lines into the buffer. So we lock, write it, unlock, and then sort of notify on the channel. And then we read. Do we have a buffered? This is a buffered channel, isn't it?
I think Kerr's Fool has just tried to trigger the bug, it looks like.
Oh, it's
chat?
If it's empty?
Yeah. So let me explain.
Oh, length is 0. Okay. So there would still be a...
Right. It would unblock it and then unblock it with an empty buffer.
Is that true? Is there not a new line character at the end of every message? So it should never be a length of 0,
true.
right?
True. Oh. Well, really...
The code is perfect, really.
I think that this should... It's this. It's that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I think that's just better.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no point writing an empty string. That doesn't do anything. Pixel Culture says, this is taking me back to Enchanted Scepters in 84. Well, I wasn't really allowed to play computer games, so I don't really know any of these games, which is a bit sad.
Yeah, that's right. You grew up deprived, video game deprived.
Right. That's why I'm so misadjusted to society.
You're well balanced and non-violent.
Yeah. I was so excited when I was younger. I had saved enough money to buy a gaming machine because I was deprived and I wanted to know what it was all about. So I saved up all this money and built myself a machine. This was when everyone was going mad over Crysis and how cool the graphics are. And I built this machine to play Crysis and really didn't like the game very much and never really used the computer again.
Oh, it pains me.
Yeah. I think Zork is more fun. I remember when I was, I think when I first joined Google, I was playing around with the Wave API of all things. I don't know how many of you in chat remember Google Wave, but we created this Zork bot that played in Google Wave, and it was really interesting because you were able to use the threading capabilities with the game, so you could almost see all the different ways you can take the game just in the Wave threads. But it got totally out of control, of course. All right, so we're in an art gallery now.
Wow, Simon says a Zork Pro. Look at him go.
I don't like these prefixes. I don't like that we have to say bang Z. I think we should just let it go all the way through.
No. Metal Mats, what were you talking to your colleagues about regarding Google Wave? I'm
Good
curious.
or bad? I want to know. Yeah, it's quite interesting. A lot of interesting technology came out of Google Wave. Like a lot of the operational transform stuff ended up in Google Docs, which I
Yeah.
think is one of the most amazing things about Google Docs is that like super real time editing. In fact, that would be amazing. Maybe we should do that next time as a live code editor where we can use operational transforms to have Andrew be able to program in low latency from afar.
I would actually love for us to both be able to be typing into the same piece of code at the same time.
Right.
I think that would be pretty magical. I think these things do exist.
Yeah.
Middlemats was talking about Slack and Google Groups, and in the end, a combination in form of Google Wave. Yeah, it's funny the whole like real-time communication thing. Like, I really don't like using Slack or Instant Messenger or anything. I just like to for work things. I mean,
Yeah.
I like to spend time thinking about what I'm going to say to my colleagues and stuff, and write a nice email rather than
Yeah. What will it be in 10 years when it's like, oh, I used to write Slack messages to my teammates. But yeah, I tend to agree. I think it's really like a cultural thing in your team. Like if everyone has the expectation that everyone's on something like Slack all the time, I think that's kind of a waste of time. But it's great for asynchronous communication where you just want to throw something out there casually to people on your team or get help or something like that, and maybe someone's got a bit of time and they're just looking at the messages and they can help out. I think that's pretty nice. And that's something where an email would be a bit annoying, I think.
Really? I don't know. I'm kind of into like the brief email to team list that says, "Hey, I'm confused."
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
You
know.
know,
I guess I just get so many emails that I don't know. I wouldn't appreciate it. I mean, I wouldn't answer it, probably more likely. Also because you don't know if the person's already solved it or not. I guess they would need a
well,
follow up email, but
yeah, that's true.
the sort of real
That's
time
true.
aspect of once you're actually in the same place at the same time, even though there's no expectations of that, I think is kind of nice for some things.
Mm.
Pixel Culture
Yeah,
says, in 10 years, you won't know if you're getting a reply from a workmate or their bot while they're down at the pub. Yeah.
I once went on vacation and made my autoresponder be LGTM. So
Yeah. Just approve all of the change lists coming in, all the pull requests. I
yeah,
think that should just be the default. Hey, fellow humans, I'm at work now, but we'll listen in the background. Hey, thanks for joining us. Metal Maze said, I never read Prometheus Google Groups. Oh, I see. So you're Matza, not Maze. Guess you must be a Google employee. Thanks for joining in. Started
thanks for
streaming
using an
myself
interim.
on... Oh, sorry. Nice and Jer said, I started streaming myself on Twitch this month, but it's frustrating when no one's watching. Consider following me for some Go code and games. I will. Thanks. And
Yeah,
thanks.
always
That
keen on Ghost streamers.
Yeah, definitely. It'd be great if we could. I noticed there's some programming community. I actually joined it, but yeah, it'd be great to get a Go one going. I think that'd be really cool. I'd certainly watch everyone that's up there. I really like seeing what people are working on and how they do it, and it's really enlightening.
Oh, we died.
Do we? Does it? Oh, we don't restart the game. I did notice that in the code that we were copying from, and I don't think we
But
copied that part.
it looks like it's still going.
Oh, okay. You have died. Now take a look here. This is a forest. So, okay, but go east. Okay, so we're not dead. That's interesting. Hey, thanks that KCA for following. Really appreciate it. So, Bill, Weprinio. I say Weprinio, but I don't think that's how Bill says it. He says, "Go question defers don't on star star star." Is that something that has been
Censored.
censored? So log fatal and log exit seem risky. Defers won't be run. Yes, that is true.
Yeah,
It
definitely all of the log fatals here are bad.
yeah. So I think that's definitely something to consider if your program is in the middle of some sort of operation like writing a file or something like that. You probably don't just want to exit. In this case, I don't think we're writing anything to disk or doing anything really. I suppose we have an IRC connection, so we would be terminating that pretty abruptly, but I think that's okay. We're not really, and the things that we're locking around are not really sensitive because we're just writing to the buffer which is in memory.
Right.
So,
and the thing is, the chat API we're using doesn't even give us a way to shut down if that's what we decide to do.
right.
So it's kind of all moot. Like hard exiting the program is the best we can do.
Right. But yeah, great question. Okay, and thanks, Nice and Jer, for the follow. It's really appreciated.
Prophet asks if we're escaping input from chat into this. The answer is no, we're not. But does Twitch do anything with its chat messages, or will it pass a Control-Z through?
And do we trust Twitch?
Prophet has the little Twitch staff spanner next to their name, so I'm assuming they can tell us.
Thanks, Maria Salvatore, for the follow. It's really appreciated. So yeah, Prophet. So the spanner is a Twitch staff. Well, thanks for joining. That's cool.
There were a couple of other ones earlier as well.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Prophet, you guys use Go at Twitch, right? I've seen you at the conferences and things.
I wonder if their chat servers run on Go. Oh, star. Oh, maybe it's maybe the censoring is. I wonder if those stars are coming through to our chat, like whether. Oh, yikes! That's not us. He says so, or he. They. I should say. Oh, well, that's weird. I wonder what's censoring it, or whether I have some kind of setting that I need to allow anything through. Oh, links being moderated. Okay, well, if you want to whisper them to me, then I'll open them up. Oh, and I wonder if even some things that look like links, like maybe package names, would be censored.
Right.
Which is pretty annoying.
Yes, I think you're right.
Okay,
OS was an attempted OS.exit. That makes sense.
Okay, I wonder if I can turn that off easily. Yeah. I definitely don't want to be censoring Go symbols. All right, Prophet and CRS Furl are both Twitch staff. Hey, what do you both work on? Are you both Gophers? Working at Twitch on some Go? That's pretty cool.
Why don't I pry open the package that we're using for
the IRC
Twitch?
Yeah.
And see if there's a way of writing back to the chat. Now, I looked at the Twitch chat API, and apparently it has rate limits for messages, so we have to be careful about them.
I think if we can just write, it's like priv message from memory, priv message, and then the channel that you want to send to, and then a message. I think that's it.
But this is doing this is using the Go IRC.
Oh,
client.
Look at this. What's oh no, because the incoming messages are also priv messages. I see. Yeah. So yeah, we could probably add a method to chat. Because I feel like chat only connects to a single channel. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we could just add a send message function to it, maybe.
Oh, yeah. So like... Oh, and Prophet said that they work on infra stuff, occasionally writing some Go. Krast is a Twitch gopher. There's a good number of them.
Great.
Excellent.
That's great. I have met Riss. I think he's the gopher I know from Twitch.
Should we even bother with errors? Maybe not.
No, I don't think so. Riss is awesome.
So
yes, I agree. I really like running into him at the local Go meetup. Metal Matza says, am I going to be in Copenhagen for KubeCon? I'm not, unfortunately. That sounds like a ton of fun. I'm going to be around Europe around the same time, but for a bit of fun, not for work. Not that KubeCon isn't fun. Okay, so...
I see. So...
Oh, this is quite interesting.
This code is... this is how it works. It actually registers handlers with Go IRC.
Uh-huh.
And then those pass through as handlers. Oh, there's just a function called message.
Oh, so we can almost just pass it straight through? Hey,
no,
thanks,
I think we can just call
Chapzin BR for the follow. Okay.
I think we want to say c.connection, and then we need to look at the Go IRC docs.
Metal Matza says it's 2 a.m. and they're going to bed. Well, thanks for joining so late. It's really appreciated. Yeah, maybe next time we'll do a European-friendly stream. It'd be difficult for Andrew to join, but... Okay, so...
I don't have to be here. I'm superfluous.
All right, so I might do... I haven't done much coding. Yeah. No completion. So
I think there's a message priv message.
All right, let's. I'm going to bring up the docs over here. So I think we're at Twitch chat, and we can look at the imports. And it imports. I think client will be the one that we want. So a con. Oh, did you get it already?
I know the name, but you need to look up the signature.
Yeah, okay, so it is priv message. There's a priv message F too. Oh, that's cool. Priv message LN. That might be...
Trying to find the channel name.
Yeah.
On connection join. I see. It doesn't have the hash.
Right. Okay. Yes. So I think the other thing we might need to do is in our bot, and probably not in our modifications to this client, we probably want to make sure that all of the text comes on one line, just because of those rate limits. We don't want to be like, even just this most recent GRU message is like 10 lines long, and we probably don't want to output all of that.
So does that mean we need to basically be collecting messages and buffering them up, and then like after a certain delay, batch them off?
We might get lucky enough, and the Z machine might write all of that one message in one go. It's probably not something we really want to depend on, but it's probably worth a try. Yeah,
Prophet says that there's a blog post, blog.twitch.tv, that calls out the Go stuff, and chat is written in Go. So
awesome.
This whole Zork endeavor is very Go enabled.
Go all the way down. Great, that's cool. Yeah, I think chat is a really nice thing to write in Go. I think it's a really good match. Okay. All right, so send message. So we've got that all plumbed through, and that probably, let's see if this returns. It doesn't even return an error, so there's no error that we could return back. Okay, so should we head back over to our code? So we've got send message.
Sorry.
So I suppose we want to. So at the moment we're printing. Okay, so that's,
look at the terminal IO package type. I think that has the output method on it.
Oh, okay, all right.
So that's what we want to tie in.
Okay, back over to North output. So there's a window. What's window? That's interesting. And the text is just a string. So
this is the code.
That's super easy. looks like the OBS crashed, the stream crashed, but hopefully we're back up now. Okay, so we're in the middle of outputting our Zork messages back into the Twitch chat. So here, instead of printing it to the screen, which we probably still want to do, we want to plumb that through to our IRC connection, which I don't think so we probably need to add, so maybe instead of terminal UI, should we call this something else?
Crest made a great suggestion in chat, which is we could have something that has a time ticker, and it's like this buffer type, but output gets put into a buffer, and then on each tick we can flush it to the chat.
I like that idea. I think we should try maybe if we continue to print it to the terminal and just see if it is giving a call for each line of output, or if it's all in one. Like we don't even know if there are.
Well, why didn't you add a print of the literally the next line?
We could even just add like this is really hacky, but we could like count the number of new lines or something like that.
How about this?
Okay, well, let's give that a run.
Did you save it?
Yeah, I think so. Let's try again. Okay, so
it looks like it's each line.
Okay,
and even individual writes for small mailbox here and new lines. So yeah, we want to coalesce for sure.
I feel like we should we put this in another? Maybe we have another struct that handles the ticker and the go routine that's running and accepting things.
For sure.
All right. Now the pressure's on me. I basically haven't written any meaningful piece of code here.
Right.
But what are we calling this? It's like a line coalescer.
Well,
that's a stupid name, though.
I would call it output buffer, and we can rename the other one to input buffer.
Yeah, it sort of compacts lines.
Gathers lines.
Lines every at a certain interval or on a certain interval. And so I suppose this would have a time.ticker.
Yep.
Which I think should be a pointer.
Yeah, and I think also you want a bytes buffer. And I think you also want a mutex for the buffer.
Yeah. Yep. Sounds right.
Because Zork's going to be writing to it potentially asynchronous with a tick. And yeah, that's probably good.
I think that's right. Yeah, and then so...
Oh, and we need the thing to send the message to. So like
an output. Yeah, unless this also provides some way to read and basically just gives you something every time it ticks, only if there's something in the buffer, right? Like we could have a reader here, but that's or a writer even, right?
I mean, what we want is to plug it into this thing, right? We want to make it. It needs to be a call to like the twitch.send message,
right,
and that's a string. So what if we had just
you want like a callback function or something like that?
Just the
yeah.
And then it could be that.
That seems pretty good.
And then we can plug the Twitch thing into that when we set it up.
All right, so we need a new output buffer, and that gives us an output buffer. And we basically just need to start our ticker and our go routine, I suppose. I don't think we'll even bother with a stop function on this. Not really necessary here. So OBE is a new output buffer. And tick is a time.new ticker, I think it is.
Yeah, maybe do it once a second.
Yeah. once a second seems, and I guess this automatically rate limits us too, which is kind of interesting.
Oh yeah. What is the Twitch rate limit?
I think it was like 300 messages from memory. It was like 300 messages per minute, something like that. Okay, so we've got a ticker and everything else. We need to pass through our sender.
Yeah.
And then we probably we can put our implementation in here maybe.
What are we going for? What's happening there?
Well, I guess this would be the thing that. Well, I guess we don't.
Yeah.
I guess we don't really need all of these fields if it's if the Go routine is just in here. But maybe we'll just write it in here and we can move it out to another. I guess we should maybe just go ob.gather or whatever. Maybe this is just a bit nicer, right? And then gather. So gather needs to continually loop.
Well, this isn't gathering. This is the send loop, right? It's on each tick.
Right. Gather and send, right? Because do we not just wait for
the gathering will happen in a.
Do we not just?
No, you go ahead.
I don't know. We probably we would probably write this code two different ways.
Yeah. Well, you do your way. I don't want to just take over this.
Yeah. I just figured we'd every tick buff dot what is it?
String.
Buff dot string.
That was definitely way longer than just typing string.
Yeah, I'm on autopilot over here. So I guess we if the line is empty, then I think I prefer saying this like tiny style thing. Then we just break and we just wait for the next tick.
Continue, I think you want.
Yeah, continue. And if it does have something, and we also need to hold this mutex too. Actually, that's a little problematic just with this continue, but we'll just.
It's all good.
Yeah,
you just need it for this one line. You don't need it anymore.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah,
just need it to retrieve the.
Oops. So send. So if we do have a line, then we just send it.
Yep. And in fact, you could set up the ticker in that gather method. I think it doesn't need to be a.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Almost none of this stuff needs to be. Well, actually, just the ticker. Yeah.
Well, the send message it doesn't need to either.
Tick.
Yeah, that's the one you want. So, D. Simons points out that we should stick to like once every 2 seconds, I think.
Okay. And then we could also manipulate the line in here and replace any new lines with maybe some other kind of separator, something like that. So maybe it's something like
let's
something like strings.replace line, new line with something like this, or not repeat, replace.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
God.
Something like that.
Yeah, sure. And then what about, you've got receive from OB tick. I think it needs to be received from tick.
Yep. And then we basically then want to expose this as a, actually I forget what, we can just sorry, does that look funny on your, okay, so this is basically where we want to write when it outputs. Then, so we can just, what should we call this? I think
just call it write string. Write string.
And then we just need to hold this lock. and write to that buffer.
You can just write. You can just write string.
Yeah.
Are you pressing something to bring up that autocomplete?
Yeah, it's Control X O.
Oh, well, I'll remember not to type it.
It's obnoxious, is it? It's helpful because I haven't completely memorized the standard library. Okay, so D. Simon says every 2 seconds, half a QPS. The rate limit for chat is dependent on account. There's a listing on the chatbot IRC doc. Okay, yeah, this is a brand new account, so I think it doesn't have any. It doesn't have any kind of, I don't know what I would say, reputation or anything like that. So yeah, let's keep it simple. Damien says, also, hi Damien, thanks for joining in. He says 4 range tick. Yeah, I like that. Oh, Andrew already changed it.
Yeah, I did it in response to the message.
Oh, great. Well ahead of me. Okay.
Sorry, I shouldn't be.
No, that's good.
But I'm just moving things out of. I'm moving this sender type.
Yep. Okay. Great. Yeah. Just removing more fields from that.
Yeah.
From that type. That's nice.
And then that's this one. So now it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
I might just remove this.
Yep. Great.
cbro
says, "Where is Brad?" I think Brad is probably in his house.
Do we have Go rename? Is that a thing?
I'm not sure that I installed it. Look at you using all of these. Yeah. See. Yeah. Great.
Oh, is this going to be really slow?
Oh, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Brad is in Seattle. Well, and D. Simons is doxing Brad. All right. Wow, we've got a lot of tools in here. I don't think I use any of these tools. I don't even use Go rename. I mean, I use it from time to time, but probably not as much as I should.
I use Go rename all the time. It's really good.
I'm just really not renaming things ever, I suppose.
See you later, Shirkle.
All right, thanks for tuning in.
All right, let's try Go rename again. Okay, that's a weird error. Let's not worry about that for now.
What was that? Oh, the Go rename thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you trying to rename? Oh, buffer into something else?
Input buffer.
Okay. That's an output buffer, though. Well, I guess it depends which way you look at it. I think buffer.
No,
well, it's not the input buffer, it's the output buffer, right? What? Oh, sorry, no. I'm looking at
this is the old one.
This is the input buffer. Okay, right. You missed the return type. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then
and in the function signature.
Oh.
Yeah. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then up here, instead of buff, in buff, where is it? In buff. And so terminal UI,
yeah,
we have an out, which is is there a string writer?
I don't think so. Well, I could do that auto-completion that you hate and see if there is a... No, I don't think there is. Well, we could just put an interface in here, right?
Well, we could just give it the concrete type for now.
Yeah. Great.
And then in the output method, you need to write to it.
Cool. And I think we should still print to the terminal, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Cool.
And then we need to we need to actually set up out. We haven't done that yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So where we create terminal UI.
Yeah, it's actually a little complicated now. We need to do the Twitch thing before we set up the Z machine now.
Okay. So
because we need to pass it Twitch.
Con, isn't it? Okay.
So yeah, just that bit.
And also
just to there, I think. You need the OAuth too.
Yeah. Yes.
Just get everything from.
That. Yeah.
Yeah, don't get the stop stuff. That's not necessary.
Oh, I like sort of keeping it together, but
that's part of the handlers, right? Not the. See, you see my rationale?
Yeah. Didn't we not call it new output buffer? We did, but that's the. And this is just going to be Twitch, I think. Yeah. Should we see if it compiles?
Yeah.
Okay, no.
I renamed buff.
Okay, buff.writeString.
That should be in buff.
That's in scope already?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Let's okay, so bang Z.
It didn't print anything to chat.
Oh yes, it did. It's here.
Did.
Hey, cool. That's really sweet. And it looks super funny on the stream. There's a lot of it's got the prompt at the very end of it. That might be an interesting way of knowing when
to print.
Yeah. But I think for now, maybe we should just strip it off. Maybe just like a trim suffix kind of thing.
Wow, it's real slow.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, we don't empty the buffer.
Oh, and it's also on a ticker, right?
Yeah.
So it is going to wait on average 1 second, right? Up to 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
But now it's also it's just reprinting the same thing over and over.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, that's an easy one to fix. So that's near our range and
so do buff reset ob.buff reset. I'm just gonna laugh every time you use that.
All right. Okay. And maybe we should trim that suffix. So it's the line, and I think our suffix is. Well, This is really unpleasant. What I'm writing here,
like it.
But let's also trim if there wasn't only one new line.
I think there's always 2.
I hope so. All right, we'll leave it at 2. Okay, let's rerun this.
Hey, Dave Simons, you're trying to restore, but there is no restoration. I'm sorry.
Oh, that trim suffix thing didn't work. Do I have the wrong suffix?
Did you save?
I did. Yeah. Maybe we also need to just trim space.
Oh, maybe there's more than one space there. There's probably multiple spaces.
Yeah, I'm just going to trim space, I think. There's no reason not to do that, I think.
No, what it is let me type for a second. This is actually 2 spaces.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Why is it 2 spaces? Just because there is a space in there.
Because you're doing this. You're replacing new lines with space/space.
Right. Okay. Let's run this again. We have a lot of Zork intro messages coming through in the chat. Very good. Now you can go to the 2nd grade. Oh, cool. That looks really good now. All right. Well, let's look. Yeah, there is a bit of a lag. So we could have a timer instead of a ticker. What do you think about that? And then we would know, like, after we receive a message, then actually I think this might be fine. I think this is pretty good. We don't want too much coordination on trying to get this down.
I think one improvement we can make to the output actually is first replace multiple
Always drop new lines. Yeah.
Like that.
Mm.
And then this just becomes that.
Yeah.
We need a way to save and restore now, because every time we take it down, we disappoint all the people. But I didn't see a way of easily doing that, saving and restoring. That is.
Yeah, maybe we could use the gob package, I suppose.
Well, the machine type, the struct, the Z machine struct, it doesn't have any exported fields.
Oh, well, how could you ever save anything from it?
There are various methods like save stack, restore stack. Maybe that's.
Oh, yeah. So we just save it to a file, and then restore just reads it from a file.
But is the stack the only thing that matters? What about registers or variables? Like, is that enough? I'm not sure.
Well, those are the only saves, right? I suppose. So you can load strings and words. The memory reader returns an io reader starting reading at A. Oh, okay. This is part of the implementation of the machine. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if there's any implementation in here. I don't think so. Yeah, return nil. Well, how deep do we want to go in this? Should we have a look at
maybe it's machine? Getting close to time to wrap up.
Yeah, it's almost 2 hours. All right. Well,
but I'm pretty happy with what we've achieved here. Got some good suggestions.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
And I really like this concurrent code. We've seen great use of Go interfaces and channels.
Buffers.
A little bit of channels, buffers. Yeah. Great standard library stuff in there.
Yeah.
Right, so we should definitely create a repo for this and push it, and so people can take a look at it.
Definitely. Mardude says, first it was a painting of unparalleled beauty, and now there's nothing special about the painting. All right, so we've gone pretty deep into Zork over here in the chat. Damien suggests we should summarize with a blog post. That sounds like a great idea.
I think Mardude is pointing out, what Zork is pointing out is the sort of impermanence of appreciation of things. You know, when you're overexposed to something, it kind of loses its magic.
Yeah.
That's my interpretation.
Great. It's a philosophical game.
Well, it's extremely well written.
It is, yeah. The storytelling's amazing in it. Yeah, I'd love to actually learn where to go in it. All right. Well, I think we'll wrap up with that. Yeah, I hope to be streaming programming a bit more in the future. Hopefully Andrew joins me sometime in the future. And we can do something similar again. Maybe build upon this same thing. Maybe write a Twitch chat API that we really like. But yeah, we'll certainly send the send message patch upstream. But yeah, this is a cool little bot.
Maybe we should make a tweet asking for suggestions about things people would like to see us do.
Yeah.
Or even a Twitter poll if we narrow it down to some candidates.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe some like code review if people are into that, something like that.
Yeah, maybe if someone wanted to submit their code to scrutiny, we could take a look at it.
Yeah, or maybe our own code. Look back at the code we wrote 2 years ago.
Actually, that might be an interesting thing to do with Upspin that was mentioned earlier. I could possibly look at some of that and explain the design decisions that went into it or something.
Yeah, and I'll review the code having never looked at it before. It's always scary to have your code scrutinized. Okay. D. Simon says timed out. All right. Well, and I think it's time for us to time ourselves out too. And and thanks everyone for joining. It's been an absolute pleasure, especially everyone chatting in the chat. It's awesome to have you all talking to us.
Fantastic.
Great. And sorry for the glitches halfway through. I think we know what's going on now. So thanks.
Disable the antivirus.
Yeah.
Step 1.
And plug my computer into a proper power source. Alrighty.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, thanks for having me, Chris.
Yeah, thanks for joining, Andrew. It's been great. All right. See ya.